Guys, you are welcome to the Magic House content space. Let me show you guys around. This is some of my work, something that can inspire you as you walk into our space, before you get to where you take your picture. I have some amazing works on the wall here. We have some some stubborn cats here. All right, so this is my Magic House space. If you are looking for a place to create amazing content, photography, you're a photographer and you have a client in Lagos, you want to do your pre-wedding photo shoot, birthday shoot, corporate headshot, any type of shoot, even family sessions, of course you can come to my space at a very affordable rate, and get to enjoy the beautiful facility that we have put together here. So this is one of the spaces. You see how beautiful, stunning it looks. So don't come too close to me. Let's show them how beautiful this place looks. See the little elements we have on the walls. We have this mirror, fancy mirror design on the sides, and we're intentional with the lighting. So we put nice spotlights so that when your client is standing in front of the mirror, they get to enjoy the beauty of the spotlight. You understand? You get to enjoy the beauty of the spotlight. And we also have this shelf design here. It's very beautiful, as you can see. Lovely element. It comes with a sofa. We won't have some other sofa. If you don't want this particular sofa, we can change the sofa to a different sofa with this center row. Nice element. Everything looks beautiful. Looking at the video now, I'm sure you are enjoying the ambience of the space. The chandelier, the flooring, the lighting, and all this touch of green that we added that will give this nice, beautiful element to our video. We have this other corner here, another beautiful space. It's still on. We are doing a little renovation right now, but as you can see, it's a beautiful space. We have this corner. We also have this huge sofa. We have this beautiful artwork on the wall, and all of these things can be moved around, so they are not static. You can move them around to your choice. Maybe you don't want the sofa here, you want to use the wall, you want to move the flowers. All of these flowers are all mobile. You can move them around to do all of the things that you want to do. It's just the perfect space to really create what you want to create. And like I said earlier, if you are looking for a space at an affordable rate, I happen to be a photographer, so I don't really want to stress you guys out. So I made sure our rates are very affordable here at Magic House, so that it will be easy for you to come, even if you want to shoot the model, you want to create content, and fortunately you want to even meet me. For those of you that have used my space before, it's an avenue to even meet me in person, because my office is also right here. Then we also have a main studio. We have a main studio if you want a studio space to create. This is very, very huge studio. For those of you that come for some of my live programs, you've been here before. We have look at all my softboxes. We have more, even more than this. We have sofas, we have different lights, we have screen. If you are the type that like to tether, we have screen. We have a nice changing area here. We have a makeup corner. We also have a mobile makeup corner where you can even do makeup if you don't want to do it right here in this room. We have everything you can think of. We have a lot of backdrops in our backdrops collection that you can play with, also at an affordable rate. If you check us out on Instagram, you'll see it Magic House _ng, Magic House _ng on Instagram. There you can send us a DM to if you want to ask more questions about what we do here at Magic House. Hope you've seen one or two. Check us out again on Instagram. God bless you. Guys, you are welcome to the Magic House content space. Let me show you guys around. This is some of my work, something that can inspire you as you walk into our space, before you get to where you take your picture. I have some amazing works on the wall here. We have some some stubborn cats here. All right, so this is my Magic House space. If you are looking for a place to create amazing content, photography, you're a photographer and you have a client in Lagos, you want to do your pre-wedding photo shoot, birthday shoot, corporate headshot, any type of shoot, even family sessions, of course. Hello family, Welcome again to another amazing time here at Red Magic Academy. My name is Olusheyi Magic, and I'm so excited, so glad to have you guys here. I trust we're having a great time. Today is Monday, so it's the start of a new week, and I'm confident that this week we are going to, in fact, I will call it the start of a new month. I know today is still fourth, it's already 4th of the month. Well, happy new month to everybody. And I believe the class of today will be a perfect class you can use to actually start your month the right way and develop your business, develop your photography, and also develop your career as a creative. So welcome everyone again to another amazing time. My name is Olusheyi Magic. So I hope you guys can hear me clearly. All right, so it's loud. I just wanted to confirm the audio. Okay, welcome everyone. For those of you already introducing yourself, I see you, Naomi Hedi Twine from Uganda. I see you, Kudos Multimedia from Zambia, Chuku Egbo. I see you, Kenoni, my bro. How are you? I see you. Everyone that is just joining in, Lucky Lens. Today is going to be amazing. So for those of you just coming in, please stay and learn. I always say this when I'm teaching. Don't be in a hurry. If you want to take your life to the next level, you need to know what the other people don't know. You need to come out of the crowd. And the only way you can do that is by learning new things every day. So those of you that are just joining, please stay and learn. Don't be excited and just be here for 1 minute and run out and run off again. So welcome Lucky Lens, you're welcome. Odufa, you're welcome. ID, you're welcome. Emma's Gallery, I see you from Ghana. Ijoma, my sister, you're welcome. Naomi, I see you, you're welcome. Onliya from Enugu. I used to call it Enugu, but when I served there, they corrected me and said it's Enugu. So, Igenius here from Lagos. Akim, Bandile from Zimbabwe. Jet Photography, I see you. That jet it looks like French. You can remove that, like and subscribe. Ifeoluwa Ogunleye, I see you. And for those of you that are just joining, please go ahead and like this video. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm watching you people. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Brian from Cameroon, J Empire from Nigeria here, Fred from Rwanda, my people from Ogun State, everyone from, I can see people from Benin, especially images from Ghana, people from Kwara State. Welcome everyone, welcome to another amazing time. Today we are going to be talking about how you can win. Those of you that are here in the office, I hope you guys are watching or you are going to learn. Where are the rest of the game? How you can win. You cannot transform your life, you can't transform your business as a creative without having a better understanding of how you can do it. You can't elevate. I changed my life because I changed what I used to know. I changed the trajectory of my life, not just my business life, even my personal life, because of what I began to know. So it was knowledge and information that brought me to a different place of consciousness, a different place of awareness. Those were those things that now started to inform the decisions that followed after, that now led to the change that I'm experiencing in my life. You know, if you would ask me when is your best year in business, or since you started your business, what year has been your best year? Oh, of course, it has been this year. This has been my best year in business, and this is the year I've applied the most crucial principles that I've learned recently, in recent year, from last year, from 2 years ago. I've been applying it in my business, in my journey, and I've been seeing results. Like I say, everything that I teach are things that I practice, not just something I read in a book, are things that I practice personally as a person. And also, it's important that I emphasize this as we carry on, that for those of you that are just joining, please do stay and learn. I'm repeating myself. If you leave, that's your problem. But if you are serious about your life, stay and learn. Because everything I'll be sharing here are things that are powerful. You know, I'll be sharing powerful tips, powerful ideas that will help you change. Change starts from within you. You have to know that change starts from within you. And if you really, really, really do want to effect change, you have to change what you know. You have to change what you know. That is where change starts from. And as we proceed now, I want to quickly remind you guys about my upcoming conference. And as you're watching this, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to this channel. I want to remind you guys about my upcoming conference called Launch 25 Conference. Can you give me that Launch 25 box there? Launch 25 Conference. I have like 12 to 13 speakers lined up for this conference. It's special. It's special because I'm bringing top dogs. All the speakers are people I learn from. All the speakers. So this is all about it. Launch 25 Conference. All the speakers coming for this event are people that I learn from. I have one or two things I learned from them. They are people that inspire me so much. Top names, big studios will be flying all the way to Lagos for this conference. So it's not a small feat. And it's free. So if you don't register and attend, I really don't know what you are doing. Truth be told. I think the link to register should be in the description right now. Let me just confirm that. Yes, it is. The link to register is in the description of this YouTube live. If you are not here yet, Emmanuel Eleke will be joining us to teach us. Who was the CEO of Studio 24, Mr. Ifeanyi Oputa, will be joining us. And many other friends of mine, Snapcode, Jamie Kings, Felix Crown, and many top names that you can think of will be live. It's not going to be where speakers are coming virtually. The speakers will be there live. So it's not just a conference where you get to learn from them. You also get to meet with them and also get to network with them. So it's all about it. Launch 25 Conference. It's happening on the 29th of January. 29th of January 2025. So that's just like 2 months from now. It seems far away, but it's not far away. So if you've not registered, please do go ahead and register for that conference so that you can be a part of what is coming. Be a part of what is coming. All right, so I was thinking you can take up the ISO of this video by one stop. It looks dark on my iPad. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. How is it looking like on your screen? It looks good. Okay, it looks good. I think it's because my resolution was low. You increased it. Okay, this is not bad. All right, guys. So let's get started. Let's get to business. So I don't take too much of your time because I don't want you guys to be here for too long. So let's talk about growth. You have to understand that to drive your life and stay towards the place of growth, you need knowledge. You know, I always say, if you want to stand out, you have to actually do opposite of what the crowd is doing. That's the whole meaning of standing out. Don't you think? The whole meaning of standing out is doing exact opposite of what everybody else is doing. And I realized that all of us in the photography industry, we are facing one direction. I personally decided to go and look at what the 1% are doing. I went to look for what the 1% of the 1% are doing. And I decided to apply that one, not what the masses or the crowd is doing. Because I've been doing what the crowd has been doing for so long, I never got results. Even though I was improving as a photographer, I was a fantastic photographer. I've always been a fantastic photographer for quite a long while now. It didn't really reflect in my growth until I decided to apply the principles that the 1% are actually applying in your business. So I want to share with you guys important tips that will surely help you. But I want to ask a question. I want to start by asking a very, very important question here. Okay, someone says the page is not working. Dracom, are you there? Yeah. So I can see in the comment that they say the page is not working. So see to that, please. But let us carry on with our class so we don't delay ourselves while they try to rectify the issue with the page. Okay, so I want to ask a question, guys. Do you really believe you can build wealth as a creative? And I want this question to be interactive, so I expect to see your answers in the comment section. Do you actually believe that you can make so much money as a photographer? I mean the type of money where you're able to get a brand new car, you're able to travel for vacation, you're able to buy a land, build a house or buy a house, or do those things that you see people in maybe movie industry do, or music industry, or politics, or top CEOs in business do. Do you believe that as a photographer, you can do these things? Or deep down in your mind, you are like, you're not sure. You're like, how many jobs am I going to shoot? Or how many clients am I going to serve to actually get to do these things? I like your answer. I like it positive. If I see anybody that gives me a negative answer here, I will have to pray for the person. Yes, you believe. But deep down in your soul, in your subconscious, do you actually believe that you can be a creative and you build wealth as a creative? You be a creative and you actually come to a point where you can live your life by your own terms. You know, travel the world, get the car you want, touch the lives you want to touch, follow your passion the way you want, or whatever thing that gives you joy to do, because you have the money to do it. Now, this leads me to say this, that you have to tell yourself, let me put it this way, you have to tell yourself that you are a king. You have to begin to see yourself as who you say you are in the comment section now. Like some of you are saying deep down, you are doubting. And someone just said that wealth is everyone's goal. That's what Jet says. What's everyone's goal? But how to get there is the challenge. I need you to tilt this thing to face me. How to get there is the challenge. Don't bring it close. Take it back, but let it face my direction. Is that my direction? You know? Good, that's perfect. I'm reading you guys' comment, that's why I'm a bit silent. Here is it, guys. It starts from you telling yourself who you are. You need to start to deal with what you believe. It's easy to type, yes, I believe, yes, I believe, yes, I believe. But you have to start to deal with what you believe. Who are you? You have to begin to tell yourself some powerful things straight to yourself. You have to look into the mirror and tell yourself the truth about who you want to become. You are a king. Write it in the comment section now and say, I am a king. The context of using the word king is not to rule a nation like a traditional ruler. That's not the context I'm making here. But the context of using the word king, I would share with you shortly. But write it in the comment section that I am a king. I am born to rule. I am a king. I am born to rule. Yes, because you see, you have to call yourself these things. Don't think too small of yourself. Now you are here, you want to know how to win, how to build the business of your dream. Is affecting the audio. All right, so take it out. Take it out. You want to know how to win, how to, build the business of your dreams. That's fine. How to do all of those fancy things. But it starts from what you believe about yourself. It starts from what you believe about yourself. And which is the fact that you have to call yourself things that you want to become. If you want to rule an industry, you have to call yourself a king. Kings are rulers. So when I use the word king, I'm not talking of traditional rulers. That's a type of king. But you can rule an industry. You can rule a community. You can rule a sphere of influence. You understand? So being a king is not just about your lineage. But because you are a man born of God, created in the image of God, you have to understand who you are. You have to understand who you are. You are a king. But you have to possess the attributes of a king. Because it's easier said. But you have to possess the attributes of a king. There's a certain way kings think that is different from the way the masses think. There's a certain way the king acts. A certain way a king would act that is different from the way other people will act. You cannot claim you are a king and you are acting like a slave or like the masses or the people out there. No. You cannot claim that you are a king and your lifestyle does not depict the lifestyle of a king. So it's one thing to just say, I am a king, and feel excited in the moment. It's another thing to live that lifestyle that depicts you to actually be a king. I want to share with you some important attributes of a king. Now, we are not talking of photography here. We're talking of real life principles that will help you grow. If you like be the best photographer, it doesn't matter. If you do not understand the things I'm sharing right now and the things I'm about to share, you cannot grow. That I can guarantee that. You will just be running. You might make money, but you'll be running. You will not live a life of meaning. And that's not the type of life I want to live. I said to myself, I made up my mind, I want my life to make more sense. I want to make more money. I want to grow my business. I want to build the right structure. I want to be a leader. I said it, and I decided to act like it. It's one thing to say something, another thing to act like this. So write this down in your notes. I believe you guys are writing things down. What are the attributes of a king? What are the true attributes of a king? Are we good? Yeah? All right. For me, the number one attribute of a king is this. A king is studious. A king is studious. A king always seeks to know. There's this, I don't know, I think it's in the Bible where they say it is the glory of God to conceal a thing, and it is the honor of kings to search it out. If you are not a studious person, you don't watch YouTube videos that will help you develop your thinking. You don't read books. You don't go to programs. You don't go to conferences. You are not a king. Huh? You are not a king. Okay, I think they just shared the link, the correct link on the comment section for those of you that are trying to register for the Launch 25 conference. If you do not read, you don't watch video, you are not a king. So it's easier to say I'm a king, but it is the slaves that do not study. These slaves don't study. Followers don't study. All they do is to walk. They just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. But kings study. So take this back in. Let it just be distant, but it needs to face me. Just take it all the way back in. But take it all the way in. But you just face me from there. Now, back, further back. You know, it's important that you learn these principles, because if you want to really live the lifestyle of a king, you have to understand that a king is knowledgeable. They know more than the slaves. They know more than the masses. They know more than the followers. They know more than the citizens. The knowledge of a king is not the same as the followers. That's why even the way kings even train their sons and their children is not the same as the way a slave or a follower, regular people, will train their children. So you have to understand that learning is a lifestyle of a king. And if you say you are a king, this has to be your lifestyle. I hope you guys are getting value. This has to be your lifestyle. Number two, a king is brave. You watch it in movies a lot. Kings that go to war fronts, kings that fight the battles, they usually make the greatest king. So if you are that timid type, you don't want to take the bull by the horn, you don't want to get out there and make that move. See, let me tell you one secret there. People like us that you look up to, you think we have everything totally figured out. But no, we've not figured everything out. But what makes me different from you is that I am taking steps. You understand? It's not like maybe I've gotten it all right, everything is just 100% perfect. No. But what makes me stand out from the crowd is because the things that I'm learning, I'm applying it and I'm taking steps. And in the process, yes, I'm making some mistakes. And I keep moving. And as I'm making some mistakes, I'm learning from them, and I keep moving. And some of them are not mistakes, some of them are right decisions, and they definitely catapult my journey. So what makes you move as a king is bravery, where you just get out there and begin to do those things. You begin to make those sacrifices that can actually take your life to the next level. You go for that master class, you go for that workshop, you go for that conference, you read that book, you build that relationship, that strategic relationship that you know can help your journey. This is a lifestyle of a king. If you guys are with me, please mention in the comment section. I am very, very big on giving you guys deep understanding. You know, I'm very, very big on giving you guys the type of knowledge that no other photographer will give you. And this is a free class anyway. But don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. Now, I want to give you my number one key point based on what I've been saying so far. And it's the fact that we have been lied to. Oh yes. I'm talking to photographers, creatives in Nigeria. Oh yes. We've been lied to by the people we look up to. And it's not intentional. So it's not like maybe this, when I say we have been lied to, that maybe they just wanted to cage us somewhere, or the people that we look up to lie to us intentionally. No. But gone are the days where just building your skill will make way for you. No, that day is past. Building your skill to make way for you works where maybe an industry is just getting started and you don't have much competition on your plate. But now that we live in an age where we have thousands of photographers living in just one community, not to talk of a state, not to talk of a country, it goes beyond just your skill. And I realized that every of the business knowledge I've been getting in years past, they keep telling me the same thing. Oh, as long as you are a fantastic photographer, everything will work for you. As long as you know how to shoot well, everything will work for you. Just master your photography. Just be a better photographer. Just master your photography. Just be better. Just increase your price. Just increase your price. That's all I keep hearing. So that's what I thought is the way. Just buy, change your car. When people see you, you look big. They pay you different ridiculous things. And this is not me trying to downplay all of the things I have learned, all of the things you have learned in times past. But this is me trying to emphasize that it goes deeper than that. You know? It goes deeper than that. And if you don't understand how life works, how money works, your life will not make progress. By God's grace, tomorrow or next, I'll be posting a video on my YouTube here called, where I'll be sharing like my 5 top books that I've read that really changed my life, that I want you to also read. Look out for that video. I should drop it probably even before the end of the day or tomorrow. When I share it, please rush there and watch that video. It will really, really help you. But you have to understand that until you start to learn how money works, how life works, how business works, you won't grow. For example, you are about to start a new year. The least you can do is to register for my conference and attend. Imagine starting a new year and you learn from Olushe Magic, you learn from Big H, Emmanuel Eleke, so the 24 CEO, so the 24 CEO that has their studio. They have over almost 40 studios now across Nigeria. Not to talk of the numerous other names that are coming to teach you from the angle of business, from the angle of skill, how to make money, how to build structure. So it's going to be massive. Some of you will not come, and you'll be in your house, and you will not be writing here that you are a king. You will think about it. This is free. Some of you won't watch it. Some of you that are not based in Nigeria that can join and stream online, you won't stream. Something that you can watch for free. How do you grow if you don't know something new? It is knowledge that breeds growth. It breeds growth. Knowledge is like food. Well, the more you have it in your head, the more you pour it in your mind, the more nourished you become. And the more nourished you become, the more you have to inform the decisions you make that will ultimately lead to change. And the things that you don't understand, don't look down on people that are doing well in photography. If I give you numbers, my numbers in the year 2024, you will be shocked. I'm sure your jaws will drop. You'll be like, huh? This shots guy. If I give you the numbers. But I realize that poor people tend to demonize. Poor people tend to demonize the things they don't understand. Poor people, when they see good things, this guy is rich, that guy is successful, they just tend to demonize it. He's probably doing fraud, or he's probably doing ritual, or something that is not legitimate. No, instead of them to investigate. Now, when I see things that I feel is huge to me, I try to find out, how is this possible? I don't just demonize things anymore. That, definitely they are doing something that is not legit. I've been there before, demonizing things. But I had to change my mindset. And now I do more research about things that I don't understand. And I ask more questions. And I'm like, okay, how did this guy make this kind of money, this type of business? This thing is too cheap now. How is he able to build this type of wealth? Does he have a side also? Is he able to create streams around this business? That is how you can grow. Because the more curious you are as a person, the more you know. It is curiosity that brings up knowledge. When you are curious about something, you want to know, you want to satisfy yourself with the right answer to that curiosity that you are feeling. From there, you begin to get knowledge. It's that simple. But a lot of you are not curious because you just demonize everything. Person don't make money for this photography now. I say cannot do this for this photography. Hey, this guy na lala. I've been there. Some guys I see that this guy was definitely doing Yahoo. He's doing this. No. Don't demonize the thing that you don't understand. Investigate. Now, my number 2 point, I wrote it here. It's from Les Brown. Those of you that know Les Brown, he's a world-class motivational speaker. I think he has stopped now. He says that for you to do something you've never done before, you have to become someone you've never been before. Those of you that watched my session where I was teaching how to make millions as a photographer, I emphasized on this point. See, the principles I'm sharing with you is the only way you grow. You are here because you want to learn how to end your year strong. This is how to do it. Change yourself. Change who you are. Change who you are. It is your personality, your habits, your lifestyle that brings up change. That is what reflects in your business. The chokehold of every business, it is the psychology of the owner. It's the psychology of the owner that determines the state of the business. It is the psychology of the owner that determines the state of the business. So change your psychology, which is who you are. What's the meaning of psychology? The way you think, which leads to the way you act. It is your thinking that leads to your action. So that's the meaning of what I'm saying here. You know, for you to do what you have not done before, you have to become. So it's easy to say, I'm going to do this, I want to make more money. You have to become somebody that has the capacity to make that more money. And you get that capacity through knowledge. Every of the session I'm having, and even the closed session I have with my mentees and all of that, I emphasize on the same thing. Learn. Have a lifestyle that helps you learn. I woke up this morning, I did my devotion, I did my meditation, I did my exercise. But as I was doing my exercise, my morning exercise, I was learning. I learned so many powerful things. I was there for 45 minutes. I pressed my clothes, and I did my exercise in the same room. And as I was pressing my clothes and doing my exercise in the same room, my screen was on because it was in my home office, and I was learning something. And I was getting some ideas why I was doing that. I'm going to do that again before I sleep tonight. That is my process, that is my lifestyle. Tomorrow, I'm going for a conference, a paid conference, not a cheap one. On Wednesday, I'm also going to be at the conference. This is not a photography conference. So it's not just photography class. In fact, the amount of money I spend on other types of conferences that are not photography related is even higher than the amount I invest in developing my photography. Because life is too broad. So if you think it's just by knowing aperture and shutter speed and soft lighting, that's what will bring you wealth and fortune, you must be joking. You must be joking. And the reason I've gotten so used to doing all these things that I do is because I have changed myself. How did I do that? I changed my lifestyle. I changed my habits. On a daily basis, my approach to life is different. My approach to my decision making is different. When I wake up in the morning, there's a certain way I live my life. When I go to bed, there's a certain way I live my life. I don't live my life recklessly. I take my time seriously. I don't just go to bed anyhow, just watch films. I just go and sleep. No. I'm conscious about the things that enter my mind before I sleep. I'm conscious about the things that enter my mind when I wake up. Because the things that enter my mind when I wake up determines the course of my day. And the things that enter my mind before I sleep determine the course of my sleep. What will ruminate in my mind when I sleep? I'm conscious of all of these things. And because I built that consciousness over time that I've been doing it, and when I say over time, I don't mean 10 years. I mean months. All this transformation I'm talking about can happen in months, not in years. If you really want to change if you want to do what you've not done before, you have to become who you have not been before. Let me see what you guys are saying. Kudos Multimedia says something. He said, yes, I believe, but I need the knowledge and the language that will be understood by the high-paying clients. You invest in it. If you want to get the knowledge that will be understood by the high-paying client, go and learn from the people that have the knowledge. I have the knowledge, but I cannot give it to you. I cannot give it to you here on YouTube. You will pay. You will invest in it. That's what I'm emphasizing. You will invest in the knowledge that will position you to attract more money. But you cannot attract more money by wishing to attract more money or hoping. If wishes were horses, beggars will ride. So it's not by wishing, it is by investing. So the little money you are making now is not the type of money, it's not the money you are supposed to save. A lot of you guys have not even gotten to a stage where you should start saving money. That I can guarantee you. Because the state of our economy in Africa is very poor. And our economy is always taking a downturn. It's always taking a downturn. And the more you save money, the more the money is losing value in the bank. Any money you make now should be invested in growth. Your business growth, your structure growth, your personal growth, your lifestyle growth. Not in the bank. In your mind, you are smiling. And every month, inflation is going up. And the value of your money is going down. And what you use 100,000 to do in January, by the time it's March, you will need 150,000 to do the same thing. You know, by the time it's April, by the time it's June, you will need 350,000 to do the same thing. So you will just look at your life and you will just be like, oh, the money I saved doesn't make much of a difference. I was there. I have a significant sum of money that I saved when I was still in the bank, and I saved that money for I kept that money somewhere for 7 years. Yes, or let's say 6 years. I didn't touch the money for a long time. I remember when I was able to accumulate that money as at 2013, thereabouts. I was like, wow, this is a lot of money. For me to have this type of money, I kept it somewhere. I said, I will never touch this money. I kept building my business. In my mind, I felt I had money. Up until 2020, when I decided to use the money to invest in real estate. Wow. It could not do anything. What the money would have done for me if it was that same real estate I had gotten in 2020. I could not acquire the same real estate in 2013. I could not acquire the same real estate in 2020. I had to go for a very, very smaller portion. 7 years of saving money was wasted. Not that I lost the money was intact, but the value of the money was so depleted, I could not even use the money to do anything that made sense again. So savings is not for poor people. It's not for people that are trying to grow. You don't save your way to wealth. You build yourself to wealth. You invest to become wealthy, to become rich, to build. You don't save. It's not savings that gets you there. Savings can just help you build stability. That's all they can give you. So I'm a saving freak. So this is not me trying to downplay that. But that is not what you use to build wealth. It is investment. So when you take your last kobo and you go for that conference, you take your last kobo, you pay for that one-on-one master class. You go take a last kobo, you pay for that technical class. You go and master that lighting, that retouching. You go for that business class, that leadership class, that business growth class. And you keep feeding yourself and you keep applying. Then in turn, you're also building relationship with the right persons. You will grow. It's automatic. It's automatic. It's not a try and see. Poor people think, well, if I do the things rich people used to do, it may work or it may not work. So that's why an average poor person will not do it, because they feel it might be a waste. If I take this money that I have saved and I invest it in this class, it might yield or not. But no knowledge is a waste. That I can guarantee you. No knowledge is a waste. If you really want to do great things, except you just want to live a mediocre life. You build yourself to wealth. You don't save. Yeah, let me become money. How much do you want to save in this economy? And the money keeps losing value. So you don't even stress yourself. You know. And I realized that to grow one's business, one of the points I wrote here, a lot of people know what to do, they know how to do it, but they still don't do it. Some of you actually know what to do to grow your business. Some of you have come up with ideas. Some of you even have some of these ideas written down, but you still don't do it. You are scared to do it. You are scared to take the plunge. I said it in the beginning of this session that kings are brave. And if you call yourself a king, you make that move. Oh, believe me, I've made a number of moves in the past year of my business that were scary. That I think I'll stand by the window of my room and stand there at night, 12 p.m. at night, 1 a.m. I'll be standing, I'll be thinking about it. Can I do this? Should I do this? Is this the right decision? No, but at the end of the day, I've made decisions that I if I can turn back the ends of time, I would have been like, okay, I wouldn't have made that decision. And I've made decisions that I'm thankful I made it. It's just part of the journey of life. If you make a decision that didn't work out, you pay for a class that didn't work out, so you go for the next one. You keep feeding yourself and keep investing in your growth. Some of you already know what to do, but you are not doing it. Get it done. It takes bravery. There will never be a perfect condition for you to make that move. So if you are waiting that, okay, I'll wait till, please get my laptop back. If you are waiting for, I'll wait when everything is like this, when everything is like that, I will not make the move. Trust me, there will never be a perfect time to make the move. Oh, I want to register for this mass class. His class costs 200,000. Oh, you have the 200,000, but you want to save. And let me not spend 200,000 now. I will go for the next edition. By the time you are going for the next edition, the class is already 350,000 for the same knowledge, because the person has stepped up. The person has stepped up. The class is already 350,000. Now you have to pay more. You see that? So at the end of the day, you have to constantly invest in your growth, then take the plunge and make the move. This is what makes you grow. Everybody just wants to keep hearing strategies for this, strategies for that. You already know the strategy. You already know you have to work on your branding. You already know you have to develop your knowledge in photography. You already know you have to develop your skill in business. You know. You already know you have to build a team. You already know you have to build a structure. Don't you know? You that is looking at me. You already know. There's no new strategy anywhere dropping from no sky. All you need to do is do it. Just get it done. Just get it going. You know your level. You know where you are. You know what is pinching you. Is it photography? You know right now you're like, this photography, you never too sabi and you need to learn more about, is it retouching, is it this? Start learning it. Pay for it. If you feel, okay, your photography is good enough, you have clients, you need to build your business, you need to build structure, go and learn it. Go and learn it. Come to me or anybody else you look up to that have built a business or that you dream to have, and come and learn. Come and learn. And you pay for it. That is what makes it valuable to you. It's not every time that you just say, I'm not going to just go and watch free class on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm obsessed with free stuff too. I watch free classes. But I don't just stick with the free things alone. I pay. I mentioned earlier I'm attending the conference tomorrow and next. I paid for it. I paid for the conference since, is it March or April? I paid for the conference. I invested early March because I just knew I want to be a part of this. And I don't want to miss my seat because it's usually a sold-out conference. One of the top speakers in Nigeria. That's how to grow. I'm not just here and saying because I know how to retouch, I know how to shoot beautiful bridal images. I'm just sitting there crossing my leg and expect everything to revolve around me. No. I intentionally make efforts to grow. And I just got started. I've not even started yet. A lot of times I wake up in the morning and I feel like I've not even started anything. And trust me, I've already come far. But I still believe I've not started anything. Still believe I've not started anything. Let me read your comments. Now, let's carry on. Now, I have a statement written here. Disruption always follows intention. Disruption, that's D-I-S-R-U-P, then T-I-O-N. Disruption always follows intention. Disruption, I'm going to explain now. Disruption always follows intention. Now, guys, you have to understand this, that nothing in life that leads to your growth is easy. So every time you make a decision to change your life, you have to understand that the next thing that will follow is disruption. So the moment you wake up in the morning, or you make up your mind, maybe by watching this class now, and you say, oh, okay, today, as from today, I'm going to change my habits, I'm going to start reading. It's never going to be easy. The beginning is always the hardest. When I also made the decision to do these things, it was very tough. I'll do it today, I won't do it tomorrow. Sometimes 2 weeks will pass, I will not even do it. Disruption always follows intention. The moment you develop that intention to do something new in your journey of life, you cannot expect it to be easy because you decided to do it. Because you are not used to it. Anything you are not used to will definitely be difficult to do. So going through that difficulty is what brings up change. Because you going through that difficulty, you doing it even though it's tough to do, is what leads you to change. It now becomes your lifestyle. There are certain things that is my lifestyle now. And I don't know how to do without it. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable when I don't do some things now. In fact, to even watch movies now, I struggle. It's not like I don't watch movies, but I don't want to be there for too long. I'm looking at, okay, what else can I do? The moment I watch a series and I've seen 2 episodes, I'm already thinking of how to just get out of there and just watch something educative. Even if it's not business, even if it's just history. I would rather just sit in my house and watch story of Israel and Gaza, or story of war that is happening in Russia. I just want to be in the know. Let me be informed. Okay, let me watch something about the United States, what's it called, election. Oh, this person contesting against Trump. Who is she? Let me read her biography. Where did she start from? How did she get here to the point that she became first black female vice president? That is how to grow. It doesn't mean that maybe me watching a video on how somebody became president will put money in my account. No, but it helps me build my mind. It helps me develop my thinking. It helps take up my IQ, which ultimately helps the way I talk, because it is things that you have in your head that determines the words that come out of your mouth. Anyway, learn all of these things, guys. There's no strategy anywhere. I know you're here, you're like, oh, if I just do this one, I will just make 10 million. No. If you want to learn those ones, you will come and pay for it. You will not come to YouTube and think I will give you that. But what I can give you for free is this. Powerful things, and these ones are even more powerful. You have to understand that anytime you intend to do something new, it's going to be tough to do. That's why it says disruption always follows intention. The moment you develop the intention to do something, disruption follows. All the circumstances that surround it will fight. Because it's not your regular lifestyle. So it will fight. It will be like, no, you cannot do this exercise. But your body will first do like as if you were sick before. You were okay before. But the way the mind and the brain works, the brain just like, no, we are not used to this lifestyle. So that's why the first day you go to the gym and you do exercise, all your back will be paining you. That means your body is telling you that, bro, don't come back here again. But you have a will. You are in control. So if you bend to the will of your body, the first time I went to this gym, my waist was paining me, I'm not going again. That's all. You've bent to your body. But if you stay, without even using any drug, just by staying there and keep the exercise going, in a week, because it happens to me, in a week, you won't feel the pain anymore. Why? The body is adjusted to that lifestyle. Now the body is beginning to accept that, well, this is our lifestyle, so let us live with it. We go through rigorous physical training on a daily basis. It's the same thing for reading or watching videos. You that are used to watching movies all the time, trust me, the first week you say, let me watch podcasts, it will be boring. You just watch it like this kind of English where they talk. It will be boring to you. You won't enjoy it. Or you start to read a book, you will struggle. So understand that it's natural. Not that if you are facing the struggle, it's tough for you. You feel, oh, it's unique to you. You are the one that's just going through that challenge. No, it happens to all of us. Even till now, even me. There are times that I want to do this thing that I don't feel like doing it. But I do it still because I know that is what's necessary. What brings about change is the consistency. It is not the intention, it is the consistency. So if you say you want to read, you want to watch videos, you want to go to class, you don't just do it once, you do it consistently. The more you keep learning and you keep feeding, you keep learning, you keep feeding, you keep learning, you keep feeding, you do it for 6 months, 3 months. Yes, that's when you start to think differently and you start to see change in your life. We do not decide our future, we decide our habits. It's our habits that decides our future. Have you guys got that? I'm going to say that again. We do not decide our future, we decide our habits. It's our habits that decide our future. Future is not even very real. We are right now living in the future of our yesterday. Tomorrow we'll be living in the future of our today. So the future is just contextual. The real meaning of change is habits, what you do on a daily basis. It is the compounded things you do, compounded, that brings about change in your journey. So if you really want to live the lifestyle of a king, we all said it in the beginning of this session that, oh, I am a king, I am a king, I am a king. You have to change your habits. It is the habits that now change the future. Your health habits, your fitness habits, which is health habits, same thing. Your relationship habits, how well you're able to build a relationship. Your knowledge habits, your spiritual habits, your mind habits. How well do you feed your mind? The same way you can't do without breakfast. Some of you first load bread. I know my people are here. You first load bread, 800 naira or bread 1,000 with beans in the morning. Because you can't do without food. You have to eat, because if you don't eat, your body is destabilized. But that is just for your physical, the physical place of things. It's important that we feed ourselves. But you have to feed your mind on a daily basis. You have to change your habits. See, if you do not change your habits, you cannot change your life. It's going to be a tough thing to do, but that's the only way to go. For those of you that are just joining us, please don't forget to like this video. There's a like button that looks like this. There's a like button that looks like this. Right there. Just click on it. You like this video. I can see 31 people have liked this video. We have almost 60 persons on this live stream now. So, like this video, guys, and also subscribe to this channel. It is your habits that determines your future. So don't think too much about your future. Oh, what will my next 5 years look like? I didn't say you should not think about it, but don't think too much about it. Focus your thoughts on your today. What did I do this morning that doesn't make sense? Okay, how can my tomorrow morning look like when I wake up? The first 1 hour, the moment I open my eyes and I get up from bed, what will my first 1 hour look like? What am I going to do? What is something that comes easy for me that I can replicate and do on a daily basis to form a full-time habit that becomes my lifestyle? Because I am a king and I have to act like one. If you do not act like one, you cannot rule. You cannot win. It's not about hustle. If that's the mindset that you have, maybe just the hustle. You will just hustle till you die. That's the truth. I've been there. You cannot hear me use the word hustle again. Even if I'm joking, I hate that word. Because all of us are used to that word in this part of the world. Hustle. Let's just hustle. Maybe just hustle. Maybe the German. You just the German, you marry, you German, you have children, you German to pay hospital bills, you German to pay your students' school fees, you German you are tired and you cannot German anything again. Everything just turns to jam. You just jam in one place and you're tired, you don't have strength, you don't enjoy your life, you just walk on through your life. No. It is what you know. The farther you are from the ground, the more money you make. It is what you know that makes you stand out. Every industry that you find, 95% of people in that industry usually face one direction. Go and check. Every industry, photography, videography, filmmaking, real estate, music, everywhere, 95% will face one direction. Then 5% will now face another direction. So the direction that the crowd face, the broad way, where 95% face, is usually the easy direction. The direction where the lazy people face, the ones that are not willing to sacrifice, the ones that are not willing to go extra mile, they face that direction. Then the other direction for those that are willing to sacrifice. That's why they call it narrow. It's narrow. It's not for crowd. But the ones that we control, the 95%, they are in that 5% that face the opposite direction. What makes them face the opposite direction? Because of knowledge. They know the things the crowd don't know. So when you start to read books about business, your head will start to open. When you start to watch videos about business, your head will start to open. The moment your head starts to open and you begin to have revelations, you are saying things like, wow, so I can run my business this way. I can build my sales this way. Oh, or you go for that class. You come up with new ideas, new knowledge, you begin to apply. You are bringing yourself out of the crowd gradually. It will now come to a point where the difference will be very massive and wide. And the crowd will start to look at you. Because if you joined the narrow, you are not part of the crowd. And the crowd will start to look at you and be like, oh wow, really, how did this guy do it? That's where I am now. Photographers, the way they see me before, years before, when I meet them in the public, I know. But when I meet photographers now, I meet my colleagues, there's a certain way they see me now. Even people that I still look up to, they look at me differently now. Not because I'm special, but because they can see evidence that this guy is not a small boy. They can see the real evidence. And what made me come out of that crowd, because I was in the crowd for so long, even though I was a good photographer, what made me come out was because I began to invest in my time. I took my time seriously and I started to learn new things every day. It became my lifestyle, and the things I was learning, I was applying it in my lifestyle, in my daily life. There was a difference. That's where change comes from, guys. That's where change comes from, guys. You don't hustle your way to wealth. It's your habits daily. And the whole point of saying something habits, give me the Yankee. The whole point of using the word habits is because they are the things that you do on a daily basis. You have to focus on systems, not goals. You focus on systems, not goals. The things you do daily, especially what you do when you wake up and what you do when you go before you go to bed at night. Very crucial, guys. Very crucial. What you do when you wake up and also what you do before you go to bed at night. You cannot just be reckless. Some of you just look up, just go straight to IG. You first ransack all the IG, look at all the nonsense things, watch skits. To start your day, your brain is already a mess. Your brain doesn't even know the direction to steer you towards. You have to wake up in the morning with intention. That is how to cultivate habits. I'll talk about the books. I made the video already. We should release it tonight or tomorrow. You can just get those books I propose that you get. You start your day with the right habit because you've planned it a day before. Your first 1 hour, your first 2 hours is very crucial. It helps your energy for the rest of the day. And before you go to bed, you do the same. This is how you can change your life and start the new year correctly. For me, I was intentional with the fact that I placed the date of Launch 25 conference to January. Because I was like, okay, it's a good way. When we finish all our December traffic, those of us that work, most photographers work a lot in December. In the beginning of January, we'll be busy trying to deliver some of these jobs. But towards the end of January, we converge, meet with the top superstars of our industry, including myself, and we learn. So that what we learn, we use it to start the year. But some of you, let me not say some of you. I believe you. Those of you that are here, you are serious. So I know you register and attend. The link was posted on the group earlier. Look, I think they reposted it. Abi, right? Jacob? Yes, they reposted it. olisheyemagic.com/launch25. Okay, they just posted it again. Good. Register so you can be a part of it. You've tested the link. It's working, right? Register so you can be a part of it. You cannot grow without changing yourself, without changing who you are. That is where growth comes from. It is our habits that decide our future, not us. We don't have the power to decide our future. It is the things we do on a daily basis that will determine what your tomorrow will look like. So if you are reckless, you just wake up, act anyhow, or you spend your day, waste your time, watch movie, have fun, play game, sleep. The cycle continues. 1 year will pass, 5 years will pass, 10 years will pass. You will not achieve your dreams, because it's not by wishing or hoping that we achieve our dream. My final point is this: your dream is only a dream until you have a plan. Yes, I've been there. I've dreamt too. Sometimes I'll be there. This tree that used to be in front of the house I used to live then. In the evening, I'll sit under that tree with boxers. I will sit there like this. I will imagine. There's nothing wrong with imagination. No. It's powerful, actually. I will imagine. Somebody just come here now. Someone should just come in and say they have one wedding in Dubai. They just give me $5,000. I just like, I will imagine. It's sweet. Sometimes I will be so engrossed in it, I will be lost. Then I will not snap myself back to life. I will not continue with my useless habit. So maybe after a while, I will go back again. I will imagine. No, it won't change. So your dream, your thoughts, your imagination, your aspirations will remain there, looking at you, staring at you from your future, without a plan. You need to learn planning. Go to YouTube, go and search for planning, videos on planning. One person you can watch his planning video that can help you is Miles Monroe. His video on planning is fantastic. I think it's a 1 hour 30 minutes video. Sit down and watch it. This is a video that really helped me understand how planning works, how to plan. Very, very powerful and detailed video. Go search for Miles Monroe planning. I'm sure it will bring it. The video is particularly on his channel on YouTube. You watch it. You understand how to plan. So all those things that comes to your mind, those ideas that you generate, those thoughts that you have, you write them down. When you write them down, you start to plan. Okay, when can I achieve this type of thing? Okay, 5 years time. Okay, what are the things I can do every year that can compound to me achieving this in 5 years time? Okay, so if I do this every year, what are the things I will do every month that will help me achieve this one at the end of the year? The moment you start, that thing will become possible in your mind. The moment it becomes possible in your mind, that is when you achieve it. Because the only way you can achieve anything is by believing it will happen. But you will never believe it will happen if you don't plan towards it. So if you are just dreaming, you don't be like, how many wedding I want to shoot, how many birthday shoot I want to do, where I go use do this kind of thing. You will just shut it off and you will never achieve it. But when you start to plan, okay, how do I grow my business? Okay, I want to make more money, but with the kind of pictures I create, I don't think I can kill it yet. Let me go and take the next few months to improve my photography. Let me pay for this guy's class, pay for this guy's class, go and do one-on-one here, do one-on-one there. Let me invest this money so I can become a way better photographer like these people. Then I can begin to take up my price, command more money. Then I'm working on my branding, my positioning, building my team, building my structure. That's a step. Then you're working on it. And as that goal, that final decision that you have in your mind is there. It becomes real in your mind. Because you can see that okay, you are moving towards that direction step by step. And as you keep doing that, you find that you begin to believe it. And when you start to believe it, that's all. Really, that's all. everything begins to come to you, begin to attract it, because you are planning towards it and you are taking steps with that plan. You begin to attract it. It might take a time, but you get there. This is how growth works, guys. This is how growth works. You don't grow by wishing and hoping. You don't grow. For those of you asking me to spell the name, let me just type it in the comments. Miles Monroe. Miles Monroe. Okay, so it's typed in the comments. For those of you who want to check it, check his video on planning. And not just planning, you see many others there. You know, but his video on planning is very, very, very powerful. Watch it and learn. At least end the year with power. And when I say power, I don't mean spiritual power. I mean your mind. A deeper mind. Be a deeper person that understand the game of life, that understand the game of growth, the game of wealth, the game of development. It is not by just wishing, you just wish. No. Don't just waste your life with just leisure and entertainment. Some of you will spend hours watching movies and you want to be the 1%. You think the 1% are spending hours watching movies and you say, I am a king. Which kind king? King of where? And you are spending hours. You think kings spend their time on entertainment 24/7? Entertainment should be a part of your life, not all of your life. Some of you, all of your life is entertainment. Movie for movie. When you're done with the movie, you go to social media. When somebody posts one review, you go back to movie, social media, sleep, wake up, you go to work, movie, social media, sleep, wake up. That's your routine. Nothing new is coming to your mind. Nothing new is coming to your mind at all. You're not learning anything new. You're not watching. No. You cannot grow that way. You cannot grow that way. Start now, guys. This is how you can win. And if you really want practical steps, come from my class. But start by registering for the conference. But this is how you can win. Change yourself. Disruption always follows intention. You know, disruption always follows intention. Don't stay in the crowd. Stand out. The only thing that can make you stand out is knowledge. You do not decide your future. Your habits decide your future. Your dream is only a dream until you have a plan. You'll just be excited. We'll just be hustle until we reach there. There is no there. It doesn't exist. It's just contextual. You will just hustle and keep hustling. So it doesn't work that way. There has to be a destination in mind. This is what you want your future to look like. This type of life you want to live. This is the type of place you want to live. This type of lifestyle you want to have. This is the amount of money you want to have. That level of detail must be stated. Then you start to take little steps, baby steps towards it. Baby steps towards it. That's how it works. That's how you begin to attract the things that you want to attract. That's how you attract the things that you want to attract. So for those of you that are asking to register for the 25 conference, they are sharing the link again. And for those of you that want to register for my class, you have to wait. We are working on the offer for you. So in another 2-3 weeks, it should be out. For those of you that want to master business, you want to build wealth, master class, it's going to be a cohort. It's going to be like a 4 weeks training, 4 weeks intensive training, and it's not cheap. 4 weeks intensive training, but till then, at least register for the conference and attend that one first. There's a lot you will learn there that you don't have to pay for anyways. You know, so you can register for that and we can get stuff started from there. You know, and I have courses. I have CEO Masterclass of Photographers. That one is packed, right? It's packed. Very, very packed. It was a 2-day class. It was 2 days, correct? Is one? 2 hands. It was 2 days class. It's recorded, so it's on my store there. I think the link to my store is here. I hope I'm correct. Yes, it's right here in the description. The link to my store is right here in the description. Go there. You see my course for CEO Masterclass. Those of you that want to learn business and you want to start learning now, go and buy my course. It's not expensive. Jacob, how much is the course? The CEO Masterclass? 100. 100,000, and you want to make millions. If 100,000 is too much for you to pay if you get strategies to make millions, I wish you well. If you think it's 2K, you will pay to get. If you think you pay 2K, you want to now get strategies so now you can make millions. It doesn't work that way. You will invest. Value begets value. You give away value. You sacrifice value and you get value in return. All right. So I hope you guys have gotten value to this class. We've been here for a while and I don't want to take you guys time longer. Please don't forget to like this video for those of you that are still here and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and register for the Launch 20 5 conference. Our next live stream is going to be practicals, and I have a lot of amazing things in store for you guys that you would enjoy. So like I said, subscribe to this channel so that you can be a part of what is coming. So I hope you guys have gotten value. Shola Fatai, thank you for the comments. Kenoni, thank you for the comment. Everyone else that is commenting right now, I'm sorry I can't run through everyone, but I thank you all for the comments that you are sharing. It means a lot. It means a lot that I'm not teaching myself, that people are here to learn from my wealth of knowledge. I have a lot more classes, a lot more episodes coming. What? Oh no, not today. Next one. So for those of you that are already thank you for mentioning that. For those of you that are already participated in the Retouching Challenge, I didn't arrange for us to unveil the winners today. It's going to be in the next live stream. If you have not joined the Retouching Challenge, please send the DM at Red Magic Academy. Send the DM at Red Magic Academy so that we can add you to the community so you can get a link. So Dracom, please notice that we want to share the link for the pictures again in the community today. Are you there? Okay. So that for people that have not joined, they can also join the Retouching Challenge. Then we'll unveil the winners in our next live stream. We are going to have amazing prizes for the winners. So take your time, make it make sense so that we can have stunning pictures. Just used to engage ourselves and to improve ourselves as photographers and creatives. All right, so thank you everyone for joining today's live stream. I'm confident you got value. Again, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. I'm confident you got a lot of value, and I'm so happy to share a little of what I know. So I'm going to see you guys again very, very soon for the next class and for many other offers that is coming. But pending that time, we're all excited for Lost 25 conference, and we can't wait to have you guys there. And for those of you that are not based in Nigeria, definitely you can stream outside Nigeria and watch it online. But for those that are based in Nigeria, you must come. Even if you are not based in Lagos, travel to Lagos and be a part of this conference. But if peradventure you can't, of course, you can watch the conference online. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys some other time. God bless you all.